Four thumbs down.
What up, everybody, and welcome to Four Thumbs Down. My name is Daniel Goldberg,
I am Hadley, Sheffield.
and today we are talking about two absolutely terrible movies.
As opposed to the good ones?
Yeah, we watched the worst things you can find.
Yes, of course, reviews and stuff are subjective, which is why we go to Rotten Tomatoes, which compiles average scores among critics and audience. And if something reaches 20%, we might watch it, but it might be too good.
Yeah, that is certainly on the higher end of movies that we would watch. But today we are not talking about two 20%ers on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh no, we're talking about single digits.
Yes.
Open House had 8%, and Friend Request had, I believe, 9%.
Yeah. It's they're really bad.
Let's just delve into it.
Yeah, let's delve right into it. So our first movie is Friend Request, and it is about a popular college student named Laura. She has about 800 friends on Facebook, and she befriends the strange girl in class who has no friends on Facebook. And as she's scrolling through, she sees her page and starts seeing disturbing images displayed. And eventually, she unfriends her. And then the girl commits suicide. And then after that, it gets a little weird.
Oh, just a little. So, of course, Marina, the weird girl, was devastated, which is why she killed herself. And she vowed that Laura would know what it was like to be alone. So at that point, her Facebook friends start dropping like flies. These people are dying.
Yes. One by one, she starts losing friends. She becomes more and more unpopular.
They did have a big missed opportunity, I think, in the movie. And that is that, so this is, they're in their freshman year at college and everything, and they're in the dorms. And the kids in the dorms just start dying one by one in really weird ways. And it was like, even though they just keep dropping, on campus, the police just keep listing them as like accident after accident after accident. They definitely could have done some kind of cool investigative thing into that. Like, instead of 10 kids at the same campus dying in a week, oops.
Yeah, it is a very surface look at American college life. And it gets it plays off of stupid stereotypes that I think we shouldn't be continuing to promote. And on top of that, it just didn't make a lot of sense.
No, it didn't at all. There was really no reference back to Marina. It was, obvious that was causing it, but, I don't remember her reappearing or trying to, contact people from beyond the grave or anything. Just, killing people.
Yeah, just immediately starts killing people. And it's just, we got a lot of really good highlights out of this movie, for sure. A lot of good reactions.
Well, not out of the movie.
Well, not out of the movie itself, but from us. We're the entertainment in this in this podcast. These movies, so bad. It's been honestly painful to watch, and I think you'll definitely feel our pain.
Which there was lots of. Shall we roll some clips for everybody?
Let us roll the clips.
Yeah, why do they have such a great view? They're in college.
Fuck you, white people.
That's my Mexican girlfriend, ladies and gentlemen.
To success if you shut up and drunk floozy. And then this is also to just...
You called my daughter a drunk loser.
How sweet!
He must really love her.
This is important.
Like,
All of the logos as gifts. Giant, Eagles, Chiefs, Colt, Raven.
This is way more entertaining, this movie. We were literally This movie sucks so bad. This is our review.
Yeah.
This movie looks so bad. It's so bad that we're literally looking at the NFL logos as dicks.
Yeah, some artist turned all the NFL logos into dicks, and it's a million times better than this movie.
I mean, oh, this shit is getting just more fucked up. Can we go back to the dicks?
There is not a single part of this movie that's not stupid and unnecessary.
I feel like it's been taking way too long for people to start dying.
Send me back to my friends list.
Learn more.
Unfriend that dead bitch.
I'm full.
Okay, there's the quote of the movie: "Unfriend that dead bitch."
My
Yeah.
So you said German filmmakers made this, huh?
Yes.
And they spent, well, how much money?
$9.9 million.
Why?
They have made $9.5 million.
How did they spend that much money? Like, what did they
How
spend?
have they made that much?
That's actually the better question.
That is a great question. He gonna die today. Marina's gonna kill you. Marina's gonna kill you.
Why isn't he using his flashlight?
Because this movie sucks.
Something took his hand off.
I think something took more than his hand off.
I think he got
His penis?
his whole body off. His whole body
I
off.
think he done dead.
He done be dead.
Yeah. Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? That's some. I bet you that's a killing motherfucker right there.
Now, as I'm sure y'all could tell from that, going to the dentist is 10 times more pleasurable.
Indeed. It is definitely one of the worst movies we've seen so far, you know. But still not as bad as some, especially not as bad as this movie we're about to talk about.
Which is The Open House.
Oh, man.
Now, this movie we now use as our reference point for how bad movies are. We decided to start using the Open House scale. A movie, the terribleness will be decided on 1, which is a great movie, to Open House.
Yes.
This movie is so boring and so mundane that I was legitimately pissed off at the end of it.
Yeah. You're going to hear a clip of us sort of reacting to the movie at the very end, and
It is-
you can feel the pain.
It
That
is
for sure.
one of the worst endings I have ever seen. There is just like, as y'all can tell, it was clearly rather predictable and just terrible.
Yeah, it was just the most boring film I've ever seen, especially in the horror film genre. It just, nothing happened for, 3/4 of the movie, really. And the things that did happen were very predictable. The common, oh man, something is happening in the basement.
And then when there actually was, some, legitimate content to the story, it primarily happened off screen.
Right.
There were all but one character died, which that alone is just dumb. Every character died, I'm sorry. All but one character died off screen.
Right.
They just appear and then suddenly, oh look, he's dead. Now, they never give any context to this, which it was the most infuriating part. Because, a dull movie, as long as it's wrapped up at the end, could be at least slightly tolerable. But this just, there's nothing.
Yeah, there's really nothing redeeming about this movie at all. I guess the only thing I could say is that, it was a pretty house.
It was a very nice house. If I saw that as an affordable Airbnb, I would absolutely rent it.
Yes, and we had a theory as we were watching the movie. My beautiful girlfriend Pearl joined us in watching both of these films that you're listening to, and also our friend Josh. And Pearl actually did bring up the fact that she thought that this was actually a listing, which I started to really... that's kind of what it really started to look like, because they only had $100,000 budget, and almost everything does happen in the house, and it really felt like somebody at Netflix really was trying to list this house.
Well, actually, nothing happens anywhere. It is just so incredibly mundane. Now, one thing that kind of made it even more frustrating. Like, everything about this movie pissed me off. And one thing, though, is the score. If you'd added it to a good script, would have been very nice. It would get very dramatic. You're building up. You're like, oh boy, something's gonna go down. He starts brushing his teeth.
Yeah, absolutely. The score was actually really well done, and it would build you up to just nothing, over and over and over again. You really, really hear the frustration in the clips.
One of the best ways I've heard it described from reading about it online was that it is maliciously pointless.
That is really accurate.
That's the perfect description. And so I feel like talking this up so much, let's get to it.
Music's really loud. Yep, Dad's gonna die.
Oh, man.
Is he gonna try to rob the store? No.
Or are you going to get shot by a robber?
Ah, yes, I like that. That's probably what's gonna happen.
So you going to get shot by a robber? I like that.
Oh, he made it out of the store.
Oh, he's about to get run over? Yep.
Dang.
So you called it.
Yeah,
I knew it.
He done got
I knew it.
squished.
What were your clues? I'm just curious.
So my clues were, one, Dad was way too likable.
Okay.
Son was way too attached. Also, the preview doesn't really show Dad at all.
Okay.
There's a beer in New Zealand called beer.
Oh, and
Shout out to Kiwis. Her hat does not match her jacket at all.
Yeah, her swag is all fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
I lost my husband a few years back. Not a day goes by that I don't feel the void.
Thanks for cheering Mom up.
Yeah, right?
I won't keep you any longer.
Like, oh, I'm sorry your husband died. Let me tell you how for decades it'll be terrible.
Yeah.
Things will not get better.
You're all gonna die. Wait.
Hi.
It was.
I have seen worse starts to movies. There's just like nothing happening.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like. Yeah, it's boring as shit.
Yeah,
It really is.
Like, I'm super fucking bored. The most exciting part was when his dad died.
Your car made me hiccup. Shout out to all the butt lovers out there.
Uh-oh, some motherfucker didn't use a coaster.
The mysterious bowl of cereal. I don't get why she would still wear the towel down there.
And no shoes?
And no shoes.
I told you they're selling the house.
Well, yeah, we knew that. It's called open house, babe.
Oh.
That's kind of what the point of the base of the movie
mean-
is.
The movie is so terrible, I don't blame you for forgetting the name of it halfway through.
Milk is killing people, man. Maybe everybody in this movie is lactose intolerant.
Already! Look at him.
What kind of bird is that? What kind of bird is that?
You couldn't see me? I think he's a penguin.
I doubt there's a penguin in a tree in California.
He was black and white and had flippers.
I mean, in this movie, you don't
Okay,
really know.
First off, Pearl, those flappers are called wings.
Pearl's review of the first 20 minutes of this movie is
Fucking duck, I don't know what's going on.
on this movie. What's our bet?
Oh, well, I mean,
Is Mom gonna die?
is Mom gonna die?
That's
Just-
my.
just
That's
in
my.
general?
Let's do that. Is Mom gonna die? I vote.
I'm
I
gonna
vote
say no.
yes.
I'm gonna say
I
no.
don't
Okay.
know.
$1?
$1.
We always play dollar bets on it. So
I say yes. I say Mom dies.
It's gonna
sound terrible, but I hope he kills the mom.
Hey! Wow, you hope she dies just for $1.
I hope the actress dies. I mean, that's terrible. That's actually worse.
Worse.
I was trying not to make it worse, and I made it much worse. Oh my god, man.
It's unnecessary.
Dude, this movie is so stupid.
Death, it's like it moves in and never leaves. Well, no shit. What are they gonna be like? All right, you're done being dead. Get on back here, Billy.
Get on back in there. The listing is like, yeah, okay, but the water here, it is a little persnickety, okay? But it's got a nice yard, a big kitchen. Like somebody at Netflix is like, I need to list this house. Shit, give them $100,000 to make this shitty movie. God dang, there's still 37 minutes in this movie.
Kill me now. If none of these motherfuckers get killed in the next 5 minutes, I'm out.
Right? They haven't given us much backstory.
Yeah, they haven't given us much of any fucking thing other than doing normal shit like people do every day.
Are you serious? That's how it ends.
If this is how it ends, I'm going to be so pissed.
Please don't tell me this is how it
No,
ends.
absolutely not. That is
No,
not.
God, no.
No,
You're going to end this way, aren't you?
No. They better not.
Oh my God.
Are you serious?
Well, as you can tell, that was an experience.
It was. That movie was just so mundane and so boring that I y'all can tell that the me sounding pissed off, that was not an act. That is how I felt at the end of that movie. It is like so boring that I almost feel like they were trying to piss someone off.
Yeah. What was that critique that you saw?
Oh, it said that it was maliciously pointless.
Yeah.
Which is the absolute best description I could. Whoever it was who said that, if you're listening, so much props to you for that description.
Yes, that is absolutely 100% accurate. Honestly, I could not put it better myself. It really did feel like it was intentionally just trying to rot your brain.
Yes, it's just, I don't know what kind of logic someone has to go through in making a movie to think, okay, I'm going to make a horror movie, and I'm going to have all the action occur off screen and use a dramatic score to show daily life scenes.
Well, I can tell you exactly whose fault it is. It's Matt Angel and Suzanne Cote.
Matt Angel, Suzanne Cote. Let me think of a nice way to say this. I hope you have some backup plan in life.
Yeah.
Something that you're.
This is not a duo that should stick together.
Y'all might want to go to trade school or something.
Yeah, they wrote and directed this film.
Yeah, I would, stuff like plumber, electrician, those pay really well.
Yeah.
So, I would, just maybe new career opportunity.
All right, so let's summarize this terrible experience we've had so far. Friend request.
Fuck it. 4 thumbs down.
Absolutely. Would you recommend it to a friend?
Only if I was trying to not be friends with them anymore.
Do you think that if they remade this movie, it would be better, maybe?
I think that there is some potential, but it would take a lot of work.
It really would. I agree with you. All right. Open house.
No.
Yeah, that one definitely gets 4 thumbs down.
Well, actually, thanks to Pearl and Josh, it gets 8 thumbs down.
Yes. That movie, as we mentioned several times in the clips, it really was a listing. I don't care what Netflix tries to tell me. It was a listing for that house in the movie. They just wanted to sell it. That's it.
That said, I would love to have that as an Airbnb for a weekend.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Very
I would
nice.
love to find that location and stay there for a little bit.
Yes.
So if that was the point of the film, then they did a great job.
Yeah, we did discover all I could find about location. I looked pretty hard into it. Was that it was somewhere in California. If any of y'all out there know exactly where in California that is, we do have an email address, 4thumbspodcast@gmail.com. Send us any questions if you have any suggestions or feedback, or, of course, if you have any recommendations for terrible movies, please send them in, because there are so many, and, we can only Google things for so long before we get bored and do other stuff. So, please, send in your suggestions, send in your feedback, and, we appreciate y'all.
Yeah, we also have a page they can follow as well.
There is a Facebook page. It is called 4 Thumbs Down. And, of course, please subscribe to our channel here.
Yeah. For all of you listening, yes, please subscribe. Please comment. Let us know what you think about the show. You can troll us just like we trolled the movie.
Oh, absolutely. We are completely open to trolling. We will even respond to them.
Yeah, absolutely. This is all about having a good time and enjoying the camaraderie of being able to talk through a film.
Absolutely. Which is great for me because it is very difficult for me to shut up for 2 hours
Absolutely.
straight.
Hadley will only watch terrible movies, and that's really how this podcast sort of spawned, because I wanted Hadley to watch movies with me. He never would. So now we have this podcast, and now Hadley's watching movies.
Yes, because I honestly don't really like movies that much. It's a hell of a commitment for not talking, for one.
Yes, absolutely.
And I just end up pissing people off from doing that.
But in this case, it's welcomed. Please talk through these movies. If you see these movies, just put them on in the background. Don't ever pay attention or try to understand it at all, because there is no understanding it. It's just, if you want to turn your brain off, then just put this movie on.
I would say I lost about 10 brain cells per minute.
Yeah. In total, I think we are definitely more dumb for seeing that.
Yes, I'm really worried about how my time in school now is going to go, because I feel like every movie we watch, I am getting that much closer to failing all my tests.
Yeah, and I'm worried about the quality of this podcast as we go forward. I wonder that after a while it'll just be like I did in the highlight.
I think we'll pick up some tips and tricks and ways to do it as time goes by.
Yeah.
Polish it up.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying that these movies are so bad that it might affect my ability to retain knowledge.
Well, that's the risk you have to take for the sake of entertaining our audience.
It's true. It's true. I'm willing to do it, and that's the thing. We're true martyrs in this experience, and for you to truly feel that pain and to feel the real, I don't know, I guess.
Yeah, now let me just say to everybody, I do want y'all to appreciate what we do, especially Daniel, for this podcast, because for one, we have to sit through these movies. You hear a few minutes of clips. We sat through 2 hours of this. And also, we had to re-listen to this and review and edit this, and by we editing this, I mean Daniel doing it while I just kind of sit there and bullshit around. So, a lot of pain, a lot of suffering happened, so I think the least y'all can do is send us hugs and positive vibes so that we can survive this.
Yes. Well, follow us, like us, subscribe, comment. Thank you so much for listening to 4 Thumbs Down. As an outro, listen to our final takes of The Open House.
So this movie shows no one actually getting... It's a horror movie. So everyone dies, but no one is shown being killed. They never show who the most of the killer they really show is his boots in the back of his head. Then, all of a sudden, the kid and his mom get killed. There's no explanation. Did anything happen in this house before? Was there a murder committed there? Is it on an Indian burial ground? What the fuck is going on? Nothing is explained. They never show the killer. And then they just end it without... Oh my god, that is problem. Now, I know this is used a lot of times in bad movies. That honestly might be the worst movie I've ever seen. Nothing fucking happened. Honestly, though, I'm jealous of Pearl because she got to miss a third of it.
Yeah, thank God. You are so lucky.
So you really win this evening.
So, filmmakers, let me tell you something. There's nothing fascinating about somebody going to the fucking bathroom. There's nothing fascinating about somebody going to the fucking grocery store. There's nothing fascinating about somebody driving somewhere. There's nothing fascinating about somebody running. Who gives a shit about those things?
Bathrooms?
We do those things every day. People go to a movie to see a movie to escape normal life and see something entertaining. Not the same shit that they do already on a normal basis.
Bathroom scenes can be great murder scenes, but not just oh, hi, I'm in a bathroom. Yeah. Oh, hello, I'll see you later.
I just want you to know, before we die, we practice great hygiene.
And also, this kid, first he tells his mom that he wished it had been her, and then stabs her and kills her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This kid...
Right.